You are Arsenal through and through. I spoke to Alessia Russo about you leading the team. She was very complimentary, of course. So just wondered your opinion on how she's performing. She's scoring goals and playing at such a high performance level.
I think it's a credit to sort of the strength of the whole team that we've got goals coming from every sort of different corner at the moment. But I think speaking on Les individually, she's such a in-flow rhythm player. I think that's why she plays so many minutes for us, because she can bring goals, she can bring assists, she links play in the 10 as well. So when you look at Les as a whole, I think one, I see confidence at the moment, but two, I also see someone that's pretty integral to the way we play at Arsenal. And it doesn't feel like there was ever a time pre-Alessia Russo at Arsenal. I myself, obviously, and Foxy have played with her at university, so we've got that connection too. But Lessie, confident and in flow.
And talking of connection, the fans absolutely adore you. You seem to have a real connection with the fans.
Is that a statement, or do you want me to? I feel humbled. I feel grateful. There are many words that I can sort of describe my relationship with the fans. But I think the overwhelming feeling is grateful.
Congratulations on making it to the final on Sunday. Of course, it's the first chance for you guys to get silverware this season. How do you guys, deal with that? You're not familiar with the competition, but equally, this is such an exciting opportunity.
I think first and foremost, it being at the Emirates is very much the ball in our court. We know the fans, we know the environment. And then I think taking a step back and looking at the tournament as a whole, there's a lot of unknowns. It sort of feels like a FIFA tournament in many ways. I think the sort of the noise around it, the excitement, but also such amazing teams on show. That's what you want, the best teams out of the whole world, and that's ultimately what it is. So I think it's a big spectacle for women's football in general, and I think a key step towards, more growth and more excitement around the women's game.
And the other day you played against a Moroccan team, Asfar, and Nahela Benzina was playing in that game, and she of course wears a hijab. It's not something we see in the WSL. How important is it for people over here to see players like that who are trailblazers in the game?
I think representation is so important across the board. Incredible to see that, and ultimately it was an amazing game that showed sort of the best of Moroccan football as well. So much talent, and it was a cool moment.
Thanks.
Can I ask you about can I just go on quickly? Can I ask you about the fans, because not just the Corinthians fans, but also the Asfar fans who were waiting outside. I don't know if you saw them afterwards. It's been kind of amazing to see all these people come. Yeah,
I think you all are no strangers to London being such a diverse city. There are so many different communities within. I myself come from Tower Hamlets, Hackney, where there's so much diversity, and of course there's going to be a big Moroccan contingent in the stadium in West London, Brentford, so that was really cool to see. And likewise, you've mentioned the Corinthians fans, again a big Brazilian contingent in London too, and I'm sure on Sunday they'll bring the same energy.
What do you think about playing Corinthians? Have you ever sort of seen them play before?
I can't say I've ever watched many of their games. Obviously we saw the game against Gotham, and I think my only real experience is seeing Brazil play, and we know their threats, so I'm sure it'll be somewhat of a similar story.
Brilliant, thanks.
Lotta, can I just ask, it's difficult to do something unprecedented in Arsenal women's history, but you've got the chance on Sunday. How much, particularly for you as someone who's died in the wall with Arsenal, how much of a motivator is that for Sunday?
Yeah, it's interesting how you say that. Pretty unprecedented to be able to make history. I think to have been able to sort of stand on the shoulders of those that have come before gives you that sort of right. It makes you sort of stand with your chest out, and I think that's what we do here at Arsenal Football Club. But for me personally, I think there's a lot of pride, a lot of joy, and I think whenever you get to play for silverware, I've done it for England, Euros, World Cup, but a Champions Cup is something new that Arsenal definitely want to get our names on, but also for me personally, I'd love to push the team to get there too.
Just besides winning it, what are you guys trying to get out of this competition? It's obviously, as you say, completely new.
I think at Arsenal and many of the players that are here at the club, we want to grow the game. I think it's a responsibility that we take on sort of unconsciously in many ways, but I think consciously speaking, it's a opportunity to show the world how good women's football is. You obviously saw last year the Men's Club World Cup. That took on its own form, and this is its own form too. And I no doubtly can imagine that this is going to be a trampoline for the future of women's football in whatever form that is. Club World Cup, I've heard that thrown about as well, and this is steps towards that. Yeah, there's a lot of noise around that, but I think also it's good for the growth of the game, and ultimately that's what I stand for.
And it's also in the middle of your season. How's that been kind of just adjusting, basically?
I think everyone's going to have to compromise. I think ideally it would fall into a summer where there's no big tournament, no major tournament, but then again that clashes with other leagues, the NWSL. So I think when I look at how moving forward there's going to have to be sort of a give and take. I see compromise, but I see compromise in the face of growth, and yeah, nothing easy I think is done in comfort. It's going to be uncomfortable, but yeah, that's where I see growth. The thing I think I hold highly is that one, the fans are a key part of the decisions, the players are a key part of the decisions, and those making the final decisions do it with integrity and do it in a way that takes those two parties into account.
Just a quick final one. You wore the armband the other day. I know Arsenal through and through have already touched on it. How much does that mean to you to be able to put that Arsenal captain's armband on?
If you could put this smile into words, then that would be it. I think I've touched on it before earlier on this season. I've been part of the leadership group for a while. I'm still the same person. Just because you have an armband doesn't mean you act any differently. I still have the same conversations. I still challenge the same people. I still have the same empathy, and I think that's how I lead best, with empathy. And yeah, I look to continue to do so, whether I have an armband or not.
Thanks, Lotte. Thank you so much. Good luck on Sunday.
Thank you.